Hi ladies, my name is Emily and I am the Fundraising and Events Planning Co-Chair, and I am coming to you today from the luxury and comfort of my home, as I hope that everyone is staying home and staying healthy during this time. Also in the comfort of my sweatshirt. Hopefully nobody got too dressed up to do these videos, but then again, I don't know. I've been inside for a long time, so hopefully you guys can feel my pain. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about fundraising and events, or FEP. I think that my co-chair Caitlin had addressed already what it is that we do and how we fundraise, things like that. So I was going to talk to you guys a little bit more about being a member on the fundraising and event committee, and kind of finding what that is and how you can learn and how you can benefit from being a part of this committee. The first question that I was asked to address was what kind of attributes or experience would be needed or ideal or wanted to be on this committee. And first and foremost, the only thing that came to mind was just being committed. We have a large responsibility throughout the year to raise money for our organization, since we are a nonprofit. So that takes a lot of time and commitment throughout the year. And so one of the biggest things that we would recommend is being able to commit to that, being able to show up and do whatever job it is that you have to do, whether that be small or large, or and again, there's so many different things that we need throughout the year that you could do really amazing and benefit from, but we just need you to show up. So that's the first thing. And then secondly, having organizational skills, being driven and having a go-getter spirit is something I think that is very beneficial for this committee. Go-getter mainly because we are fundraising, and a lot of that does have to do with either face-to-face or email or maybe now virtual meetings, and talking with community members and possible sponsors, and asking for donations. So that's a big part of it. Having a go-getter spirit and never letting something get you down would be something that you could definitely have and do well with here on this committee, because you will hear no. We hear it, and even then, as many no's as you hear, you will hear yes. You just have to keep asking. So that's something that I feel has really gotten me out of my comfort zone. I think a lot of the other members that have been on FEP kind of say the same thing, is that even if you don't feel comfortable at first, being on this committee kind of helps you to become comfortable and helps you to realize your potential and to see and seek out those members of the community that are willing to help us and to give and to support what we are doing here with Junior League. Experience-wise, I would say, yes, ideally, if you've had experience with fundraising or event planning or coordinating, all of those things are great. And we would definitely love to have you be a part of the team, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have that experience. I did not have any experience with fundraising, besides maybe knocking doors to sell stuff to go to, sports camps and stuff as a kid. So don't feel intimidated if you don't have any experience on that end, because those are all things that we teach, and those are all things that we encourage and have tools and support in order to do those things. So don't feel like you have to come in and hit the ground running and be an expert at fundraising, because we'll help you and figure out the best ways that we can do that together. So don't let that intimidate you. And then the next question I was asked to talk about is what all you can learn and how this committee will help you in your volunteerism and help you to become a leader and help you to feel like you are gaining, some sort of benefit from being on this committee. And for me personally, I have learned so much about myself. I've learned about how driven I can be, and how whenever there is a task, I can put my mind to it and achieve it. And I think for a lot of the women that have been on this committee, that's a similar feeling, because they set these goals and we have these fundraising, parts that we need to do. But in the back end, it's about, committing and showing yourself that you can do it. So for me, that's something that I feel has been a huge success and a huge benefit in my personal life. And then also getting to work with a team of women that all are here and doing that with you. I've come out with amazing friends and amazing relationships from that. And so that's something I think that is also very beneficial. It's helped me to understand exactly how nonprofits work and how, the funds are utilized for that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely consider being on FEP for that reason too. And then lastly, I was asked about what a rose and a thorn would be for this committee. And I say thorn with quotation because for me, it's not exactly a thorn. But so I'll start with the rose. I really enjoyed getting to see my hard work and the events that I threw come to life, going out and finding venues and meeting with amazing partners in the community and, really seeing that people do want to be a part of what we're doing and they do feel passionate about supporting Junior League. And then, getting to put all that together and see a successful event or a fundraiser happen has been really an amazing rose, if you could look at it that way. And on the backside, if you want to call it a thorn, is that does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of commitment. And so being prepared for that and knowing that, yes, life happens. And yes, there will be times whenever it is hard because, we have kids, I have a job, and I'm in school. I mean, the amount of life that happens outside of Junior League is immense for all of us. And so going into that, knowing that you're going to have, times whenever it does seem a little bit hard, but the end result and the benefit of that is so much more worth it than, the trials or tribulation that you feel during the time whenever it is hard. So that's kind of the balance I think I feel whenever I kind of get down or I say that, I can't do this. It's too hard. I always think about, one, the fact that we are throwing successful events, and two, that all the women in Junior League are going to benefit from that because we are creating a possibility by raising funds for us to continue our work in the community with our important community outreach programs. So that's kind of one of the things that gets me excited to be a part of this membership or a part of this committee. I hope that you guys are excited to be a part of this committee because it's a lot of fun. We get to throw a lot of great parties and a lot of great fundraisers. So if you're interested, and if you have questions or concerns, or you just want to talk and figure out what it is, what FEP is, you can definitely reach out to myself or Caitlin. We are at events@jlugene.org. You can email us or, get my contact information and feel free to give me a call or a text. I am here and I am at the house and I would love some human interaction, besides my 4-year-old. So hope you ladies are doing well and staying healthy. And I will hopefully see you all in person very soon. Okay, bye.